What a wonderful day. What a wonderful freaking day. My dear friend Nokotan has come to a conclusion. No more episodes. Oh, what's that? You think there's an episode next week? No, there's not. This is actually the ending. If you think otherwise, the deer cult has gotten to you. Because episode 11, if you watch after the credits, the deer is finally gone. We have corrected the timeline. We pulled a Steins Gate. We pulled a chaos. I don't care what they pulled. But apparently the deer no longer exists. For half of this episode, there's a hunter trying to kill Nokotan. And of course his wife had to call and stop before he takes the shot. And how did they end the episode? No idea what happened, but the deer no longer exists. And I already know if we watch episode 12, she'll find a way back to ruin the timeline. So let's collectively as a community stop here because the devil's been defeated. I have a lot of reactions over on Patreon if you want to see me rant and rave about this wonderful show. You know it's over there exclusively. So, I was willing to say this was my favorite episode before the after the credits scene. When I saw the after the credits, I said this is perfection. A couple episodes back, I said we should all collectively drop the show because, I mean, there's no better option than than seeing it just end. Because I was like, there's not going to be a better ending. We try to kill her. You know, it's just perfect. I was wrong. No, this is the better ending. And it ain't going to get topped. I don't know what happened. I have been under the assumption that Nokotan, this deer-human hybrid, is the Antichrist. And if that scene with the hunter doesn't confirm it, she quite literally felt like Satan. It's a damn shame he couldn't pull the trigger because it would have ended so many things. I love how, like, unironically though, like, our MC, Koshitantan, has become, like, actually very fond of Nokotan, even though she's a headache. Like, it's kind of cute, you know, she got, like, that friendship, you know, is it gonna be your, I don't know, it's a complicated situation, master-slave dynamic, it's a bundle of chaos. So, of course, she's not happy about this, but everyone forgetting this deer is perfection. To be honest, I would actually be okay if they wanted to really bamboozle us and say it was all in her head. It's not the craziest ending, just, oh, it was all a dream. I'd be okay with that. Most likely, episode 12 is going to go the route of most of the episode is people just think she's crazy, and then this deer bitch is going to pop up being like, hey, what's going on? And then it will just all go back to whatever BS we had. But here's the thing. Last episode confirmed the timeline makes no sense. It loops and no one ages for some reason. It doesn't progress. It's just like, I don't know what the author's actual intention is for an endgame for this show. It's clear the author just wanted to have fun with a wild idea of what would happen if a deer-human hybrid went to an anime school and just nothing made sense and very few characters could comprehend that this kind of feels cultish. So I don't know where the actual ending is. We could go a Gakko Garashi route where basically the whole world is complete chaos and apocalypse and just one girl sees it all as colorful. We could have something like that for all we know. Who the hell knows? But the idea that somehow the timeline deviated, because there's no way they're gonna go the route that it's all a big joke. No. Somehow the timeline changed. Somehow the timeline will change again. But give this to me. Let me for 7 days believe in my heart the deer is dead. That the Death Star has been destroyed. The ring has been tossed into Mordor. It's all better now. Now, the hunter stuff was actually really funny. Now, this episode's not one that's going to make you bust out laughing like some of the other episodes have for me anyway. But I love what they ended up doing because it was so funny having someone being like, you know, he has 24 hours to hunt this girl and he's going to cook her up. And I'm saying, go ahead, boss. Venison tastes good. Go ahead, eat her up. Cook her in a stew for all I care. And the idea of just like him hunting over the course of the night. And just like the one point she goes into basically like a booby trap that just looks like, you know, you would catch like raccoons, possums, cats, stuff like that. Just a small cage. Breaks off an antler, blows that bitch open. And then, I don't know if anyone's ever seen the video. I think it's a groundhog. There's this one groundhog I saw online who like will steal vegetables from this guy's garden and then will eat them in front of the camera. It's just like such a funny thing. That's basically what she ended up doing. And honestly, man, when he pulls the gun out and he's loading that thing, and I'm thinking to myself, of course they're not going to commit to it. It'd be too good to be true for me. But the idea that had his wife not said, where the hell are you? He would have shot her in the head. Now, would that have been enough to kill her? I would like to believe so. Reason being, the author would have committed to shooting her in the head if it wasn't going to kill her. So the idea that he didn't means that bullets probably would work. So maybe the hunter escaped jail and got his gun and took care of business before he got beat by his wife because he came home late. Maybe that's why the timeline's fixed, you know? It's just, we're back on course because the Antichrist has been slain. But either way, it was very funny, and unfortunately for him, this isn't America, so him walking down the street with a rifle got him locked in jail. The true hero of the series got punished. What else is new? And of course, they also had a little fun with the intro of the episode. She just reminded me of like Mario mechanics. Like sometimes in underwater levels, especially for like 2D side-scrolling Mario, you know how like little bubbles will pop up and you can use them for air or different little things, right? That's basically what she was blowing through her antlers somehow. And then like my bird friend Nokotan, why were there birds? Why did the birds swarm? I have no idea. This show has been the dumbest experience I've had probably ever for any show I've covered. It is complete Looney Tunes. But here's the thing. I'm gonna say something I've never said about this show. Something made sense. I saw this deer do something this episode, and it had me say that actually kind of makes sense. When she popped out of the floor, and Koshin is like, why is there a hole? Isn't this a school? And she's like, yeah, I modified it. Immediate response was, that makes sense. I've seen her blow up a gymnasium. I've seen her indoctrinate an entire group of faculty and students. But her modifying the school to have a safety bunker, I believe it. We've never seen her go home. We don't know where she lives. For all we know, after school, she came back to that school and modified it to be a bunker for her. I actually believe her. For the first time in 11 episodes, I looked at something stupid and I said, actually, yeah, that makes sense. And maybe you want to say I've been slightly indoctrinated, but honestly, no, it's just more of like, yeah, I mean, out of everything I've seen this girl do, her modifying the school and getting away with it feels a lot more believable than her blowing up the gymnasium and not getting expelled. So yeah, I totally believe that. But, you know, I think the reason the after the credits moment really sideswipes you is because you have a hunter the entire episode trying to kill her, and obviously that wasn't going to work. So ending the episode after the credits and having reality go back to normal, it's actually pretty unexpected, and I think we should all just collectively stop here. It's only going to go downhill if we keep the show going. Let me know what you're thinking, though, down below. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here. Of course, ring that bell, and like I mentioned, full live reactions over on Patreon. And hey, while you're over there, I'll give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Vuko, Master Creator, Aracito, Alexin Free, Erica Winter, Peaceful Hermit, MW, Chriso Wiper, StarCraft 48, Connor Reeves, Green Bean, and we also have TMG Gaming 999. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and you'll have a good one.